I've always loved stories, ones with characters who have complex developments and arcs. This story doesn't really have those. It's a simple story about a boy realizing his true potential, and it all starts with one idea. I've told this idea to many people at many times, but I've never really gotten very good at explaining it. So, I got my animator friend to help me out. This is the Uberman Sleep Schedule in 30 seconds. The Uberman Sleep Schedule was something I heard about on crack.com. You see, your brain needs REM sleep to work. You enter REM sleep after about 1.5 hours of sleep. But with this sleep schedule, you can trick your brain into entering REM sleep almost instantly. The Everyman sleep schedule has you mostly awake with one big chunk of sleep. The Uberman sleep schedule has you almost always awake, with 6 half-hour naps scattered throughout the day, creating 3 hours of sleep. That's it. People seemed really interested in what was going to happen to me, and I had support from my friends.
Maybe you're just kind of weird, Joe. You're gonna like die.
I think it's crazy and I'm scared because you'll die of exhaustion.
What do you think?
I think you're gonna die as well.
Well, my parents will support me, right?
You have trouble getting by on 7 hours, and you're going to try and go to school during.
My grandma's a psychiatrist. She'll have my back.
No me gusta mucho tu experimento, gordo, que se echa a perder el sueño, de verdad.
Yeah, but
O el antecedente que en la familia la gente duerme mal, o duerme mucho, o no duerme nada.
I was on my own, and it was time to give it a try. This test run was a weekend a couple weeks away from March break, just to get a feel of what the schedule would be like. I actually started the test the Friday before the weekend and had to schedule a nap during lunch at my school. I had nowhere to sleep, so I had to make do. It's about 11:30 on Friday, March 2nd, and I'm taking a nap inside my school's equipment room. The beginning didn't go so well. Every time I would get through a night, I would sleep through the next one. Didn't really matter to me, though. It was only the beginning. I had lots of time. Those first nights, though, they were some of the hardest. Almost 4. Having trouble staying up. I'm gonna go to sleep now. The uphill was hard. I was always tired, even though the schedule wasn't really working out. But nothing really describes the crushing tiredness I was experiencing during this period better than my own mom.
So I returned a little bit after 1 in the morning, and you were sound asleep. So I shook you, and I said, Sebastian, it's 1 o'clock. It's after 1. You turned around in a very glossy-eyed look, and you glared at the clock, and you said, 1 o'clock. And you turned over, threw the covers over your head, and I said, Sebastian, it's 1 o'clock. You have to get up. Are you going to get up for your experiment? And you said, you rose up halfway out of the bed and you went, I swear!
Once I hit it, there was no going back. I was no longer a person. I was an Unsomniac. I was dead, but I wasn't down. I was still going. I was still plowing through. I could still do this. I couldn't do this. It was that one realization that hit me like a punch in the gut. And it all came down to this one point. This one breaking point. That one moment where all my insecurities came out in one depressing, nonsensical rant. But you know what? I'm not gonna show it to you. And do you know why? Because the moment after that, the moment where I was done feeling sorry for myself, and when I realized the only limitations that I had were from me, that's the moment where I really started to have some fun. That last night, it was the best night. I stayed up all night, shot Nerf guns, played video games, watched TV, finished some school projects. It was wonderful. But it was all fun. Just because I wanted it to be. Maybe it wasn't a defeat